Hello, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here today, just helping to raise the vibration of our collective consciousness. Fulfillment of a vow, the vow of my life. Today is May the 21st of 2025. The cards, my daily cards today, are asking me, or telling me more. I asked for advice this morning. When I please God, give me some advice this morning. Because I really need it this morning. And I had the Four of Wands beneath me. And again, the Nine of Pentacles above me. I get that a lot. The Nine of Pentacles shows up in my readings all the time. I mean, I've only been doing this, like a month, right? And I see it all the time, and I don't see other cards, but I see that a lot. In fact, a lot of the cards, they repeat. So they're going to keep repeating, because that's what the energies are, until we need to hear something else. They're in different positions, right? But today we did see a new card. A cup to the world, all right? And in this Gilded Tarot, the depiction of the world, it took me back. I was like, I couldn't believe what I was looking at, because it really looks like that drawing of mine when it's just like a little bug standing on the flower. And she said, I think I've had one too many. And I remember when I drew that, because I was sitting at the table, and the energy went through me. And I tried to draw what I saw, and I drew the little figure first, right? And then I looked at it and I said, that it looked like, wings, and then I drew the wing and I went off, But the depiction on that card of the world was someone standing quite like that little bug on a flower. I couldn't believe what I saw. So now I understand. But that I think I've had one too many. The world may think you've had one. It is the world. That you own the world. I am the world. And each of us are. And then when I went to my art cards, I almost expected to see the same drawing, but I didn't, okay? The one where there was pointillism that I did totally surrendered in art class, I had to close my eyes and just, I went down the page. When I opened up my eyes, oh my God, right? That's what I tell you, art pours through me. Yes, through my hands, it does. But it certainly feels like a different power, a power greater than I, coming through. And that pointillism really, really shows it. Because not only is it a pretty picture, but it's insightful. Every time I look at it, it's so insightful. Even though, decades went by, and then finally I saw, between the tearful cries and over here, right, this the person in between, letting it go in one ear and out the other. I never noticed that. And I'm glad I have noticed it, right? So it's about perspective. Another thing about perspective. And then, right, on top, right, is the bush of creation. It's, hot meaning cold. The rhythm of creation. It's just that intangible creation, not just the energy, not just the spark, but the actual stuff, and water and lava and air and the whole thing, and the steamy creation of life, Then you see this little green starting over there, right? Life. Right? cut. And I'm drawing a blank. What did I cut to this morning? Look at me drawing a blank. I never draw a blank, right? Imagine even Gina Luisa can draw a blank, right? Oh, it's all about perspective. It really is that the world is ours with the right perspective. That's what I took from today's, right? Like, no matter what, oh, I know what it was. Exactly, the right perspective cut. I knew that if I said that, I'd come up with it. It was the one with, that I drew that. I almost can't believe it, When I drew that, I was working as an art model in a college, as a figure model. And one of the things that he had said to the class was to, do an exercise in perspective, Go me, even though I wasn't a student, I'm always a student. And I went and sat at my window and did that exercise, and just drew what was there. And that's what it teaches me. That with the right perspective, I'm an artist, okay? I could have just sat there and not done that. And a rainy day still would have been. And the moment would have gone, and I would never have looked back on that day. But now, every time I see that card, I have to look back on that moment. And I have to see that I used to be able to see really good. I used to be able to see way far and put it down on paper. And now, that's not who I am anymore right now, because I can't see. So I can't record it and put it down on paper. But I can marvel at the fact that that came through me. I cut to it. It's like bold-facedly seeing your potential. The world that I cut to today. And I know I have a lot of potential to put out into this world. And now is the time, boy, if I ever needed to be, financially sound and secure and all of that, with a career, I'll write theater and I'll write movies and I'll write books and all of that forever, and music, lyrics. I'll show you how to stay healthy and I'll show you how to stay young and I'll teach you how to manage the earth so that you're keeping it abundant and fresh and beautiful and clean and that we don't have to putrefy things, I give all of myself to the world. Because God asks this of me. I always have been. And I've never asked for anything in return. And the Lord knows I've never gotten anything in return with grief. Like being generous and being kind and being loving and being, seeing the truth when everybody else is going along with a lie, saying, wait a minute, but, it doesn't make you a popular person. When everybody else wants to say, oh, isn't the emperor's clothing so beautiful? Oh, his new clothes. I just love his new clothes. And they were all talking about the emperor's new clothes. And I'm the one saying, he's butt naked. Like, you guys can't see that, and so I'm not the popular one. But I'm the authentic one. I'm the real one. And I am the truth that is the truth. You see? all of the rest of the fakeness that goes on around, for your coins and things, that's going to go down. And the abundance that I bring in, I'm not the hoarding type. I'm the giving type. I'm the type that's going to let it pour out over the world. And that's what scares the elite. They know. They know their time is up. They know how, maybe, they're not very smart. They're all inbred and stupid, Like, evil people don't see themselves as evil. Evil people look at good like, squash that bug. And if you want to be evil, at your choice. God, like I said before, I was saying God was fucking fed up. Well, your time is up now. And you're on whatever side you're going to be on. And that's the way it is. We, the light workers, now we are illuminating the world. And those of you who have lived on a stack of lies, your house of cards is tumbling down now. Bye-bye. And only those who stand on the solid earth. The smell, the sight, and sounds that are real in this world. Magic that is real, the healing that is real in this world. And that's where I place my trust. And we'll see. We'll see together as time unfurls. Does the world, do people still all line up behind fake God? Or do they wake up and be the Christ consciousness? And that's where I'm manifesting. Oh yeah, look at me crawling up to the machine so I can shut it off. When I say, please come manifest with me. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.